just get this figured out. This bro gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube, what's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And yeah, I know people probably start getting nervous when I start posting every day, especially this kind of stuff. But now this is like, this is, to be honest, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, you know, during the course, and I'm gonna get to the video. This is obviously a gameplay. I'm the Broncos. All right, so y'all can watch this part. All right, so you know, during the course of the last 4 years, I've met a lot of people. Some influential, well, what we would deem to be influential people, and so you build relationships with people, because Madden, trust me when I tell you, Madden is for all walks of life, man. I mean, like I've like met people I never in life thought I would meet playing, you know, doing this, what I'm doing. And so, you know, one of my people, you know, y'all know I don't do all that name dropping stuff, but one of my people, he's in the sports media, ex-NFL guy, all that stuff. Really popular guy. All right, so he says, look, man, you got to do more content. Got to do more content. And I'm like, dog, my content is for sale. I do, you know, I do my session, and he's done all this stuff. This is how we really got tight. And so, but he's just telling me I got to do more content. And so this is my effort. So I'm gonna start doing more gameplays, like pretty much like every day if I can. You know, if I can get that edit out, you know, I'm gonna start doing gameplay for y'all. So anyway, all right, so. All right, dog, I know you're watching this, so yeah, man, I'm listening. But anyway, all right, so this is a good gameplay. Like I said, man, I don't even, like the crazy stuff, I try not to bring too much of that stuff. Maybe on some days when I'm feeling, you know, in one of those kind of moods, I'll do some of the crazy stuff. But yeah, I just like to do these because these, to me, these are valuable teaching lessons in how you can just kind of weather the storm and you know, or not in this case. But all right, so I forgot how he scored. He just dragged me down the field. Basically the first drive, he just dragged me right down the field. It was pretty much not a whole lot my defense was doing right. Defensively, I think he had, you know, he mixed it up pretty much, but I think he played a little bit, he played more man than I was used to. And so this was really like a real kind of like chess match kind of deal, because he was doing a lot of base aligning and yeah, he was doing a lot of stuff with switching up his coverages. But you know, as you see, like right here, I come out in my gun bunch open offset, and so for me, whenever I feel like I have to score on the drive, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, that gun bunch open offset, you're gonna see some of that, because you're gonna see, you know, I'm gonna see how you deal with the screen. I'm gonna see how you deal with the alignment itself, because a lot of people have problems with this alignment. You can find, this is the Minnesota playbook that I'm using in Ultimate Team, but that gun bunch open offset, man, it is it doesn't have a whole lot of plays, but the plays that it has, if you can really make them work, if you understand how to make just the little things within those plays work, man, that formation is a problem. All right, and so again, yeah, my opponent, man, like I said, he was like me, check down Charlie. You know, he's taking what I'm giving him. He's not taking a lot of risks. He's not, you know, sometimes you'll play guys and some guys are just determined to go down the field and put the ball in harm's way. He did not seem to be one of those guys. He was looking at the defenses I was calling, and he was really just taking what I was giving him Although I felt like I gave him way too much on that particular play right there. And so what I generally try to do defensively is I'm going to build my user game around whatever it is I have called. So I don't always have the same things called. And so, sometimes I may have to cover the short underneath. Sometimes I may have to cover the corner route. And so you'll find me in various places. But, just in this game right here, he was, like I said, he was switching his formations up. He was mixing in the run and the pass. And so he was getting effective yards. And so at this point, it was really a chess match going into the 2-minute part. Going into the half right there, really had an opportunity right there. I felt like I missed that. Really felt like normally, sometimes you'll see them give that up and then the nightmare happens. And so in some of these games, you just have to understand, man, the breaks are just going to be terrible at certain points, especially when that momentum meter up there gets, to a certain point, man. It's just like you have to expect any and everything, and you have to be able to weather the storm. Thought I threw another book right there. Like I said, man, he's playing good defense. He's kind of, he's not giving me what I want and caught me trying to force it a little bit right there. But, at a certain point during the game, you have to just understand, all right, you're not going to get that with this guy or whoever you're playing, and you have to understand you have to take what they're giving you, and you have to start just trying to build your routes through motion, bringing the guy across, giving him the deeper corner route, having the zig underneath. And so you just have to take what they're giving you if you're going to be in the game. But you see, I'm 10 for 13, so it's not like, I'm just throwing the ball into bad spots. It's just, the breaks of the game right now. I'm down 21-7, but I don't feel like I'm out of the game because I feel like I've done a fairly good job of moving the ball. I've just made, I've just not gotten the plays when I need to get them. And so, again, it's all about building your routes and building your route trees and understanding, okay, what is the guy doing? What is he trying to take away? And so at a certain points, you'll start to, if you really lock in, you'll start to see what it is they're trying to take away from you. And then you'll start getting situational. And so you have to start playing like down and distance. And so that's a big thing, like something that I say to myself over and over during the game. Play for yards, not for touchdowns. So I always try to keep in mind the situation. If it's 2nd and goal, I want to call a play that's going to get me, 2 or 3 yards. I'm not trying to call a deep, crossing route at that point. And so right there, a little bit of what I understood was I actually gave him a short comeback route. I expected him to come down on that a little bit, and normally I can kind of get that behind and highball it, but for some reason he threw the ball that way. I just had to make the adjustment and make the catch at that point in time. So, gets me, back within 7, and then going back into the end of the half. You can always, I do this all the time, and I tell people, like, this is the kiss of death every time you do it. If you have the lead going into the half, sometimes it's just best to run the ball. Don't take the risk, because sometimes when you take that risk, it's almost like Madden has in mind that, hey, whatever you throw is going to get picked off. And right then he took a chance, and, I was able to capitalize on it and come, out with 3 points, come out at the half. And right now I'm in the driver. I'm not in the driver's seat, but, at this point, I have the ball with a chance to go up. And so, to me, it's like, at this point, again, I'm playing for yards. I'm not playing for touchdowns. Why would I, run a whole bunch of crazy stuff when I know it was 2nd and 3. And so right now, I see what he's doing. He's kind of afraid of me going down the field a little bit. I've kind of touched him a few times down I went down the field a couple times on his defense. Wow, boy, that was crazy. I went down on, man, Jesus Christ, boy, this video is going downhill fast. I was able to get down the field on his defense a couple times, and so now he's playing, at a more, his zone drops are a little deep, and so right now I'm just basically taking what he's giving me just underneath right now. That was such a late read. I should have hit that right off the rip, and again, Mr. Square guy wide open right there, and then I throw it to the back of the end zone, and you know, he's out of bounds. And so took the field goal right there and basically just resigned, you know, where I should have had a touchdown. But, you know, it's 21-20, and I'm feeling I have enough confidence in my defense, feeling like we'll get a stop, even though he's 7 of 9. Only 88 yards, though. So I'm playing really good defense at this point. Right now, I just have to stop shooting myself in the foot. Right now, came downhill right there, really good on on a third down, some really good run defense right there. And so it's on 4th and 5. So at this point, I know he's going for it. So I'm like, all right, I have got to make a play. And so I squat this guy out over here. My ex Calvin Johnson, Megatron, I squatted him out over there, and he still went for the jam. I don't know why. I gave him a soft squat. I thought he was gonna kind of fade off into that because I felt that coming. Once I saw the motion, I kind of knew what the deal was, and so did not get what I wanted right there. But right now, he's still doing what he needs to do. He's in field goal range, obviously at this point, and so he's just taking exactly what I'm giving him. He's not taking a lot of risk. Really felt like I could have made a better play on that right there. But, you know, we go into the end of the third quarter, and he's still up by 1. He has the ball. I think it's 4th down. And so it's a decision-making time right here. Yeah, 4th and 6 right here. He comes out, tries to throw the same little RPO, that little, whatever that little glitchy play is. I see that play in my league sometimes. And so I was kind of ready for it right then. Had my zone drops set pretty good, and so we able to get a hand on that and knock it away, get the ball back. And so now, you know, I feel like I'm in control right now. And so right now, all I'm really trying to do is play for yards, get in field goal range. Nothing fancy. Oh my goodness, man! Like, what defense did he call right there? And so we get the 4th and 2, and missed the curl route. And like I said, this guy is his adjustments were good, and so now I'm in trouble. I'm literally in trouble at this point. Down by 1, he has the ball. I still have 3 timeouts, and so I can still control the clock until a certain point. And right there, man, that was crazy. He threw that ball way out in front. I thought there was no way he was going to get to that. All right, and so now, getting down around the 2-minute warning, and so now it's time. It's timeout time, and so he's running a little bit of clock. He comes out, nice little juke move back there to the right, picks up 5 yards on 1st down, and so now it's basically at this point I'm just resolved to call in timeouts because I just have to try to get a stop of some sort. See me right here with a nice run blitz right there, and I still almost blew it because I was stuck on the safety for some reason, couldn't get off of him right there. Another nice little juke move back to the right, and so now I'm selling out at this point. It's 4th and 1, and so I'm just basically at this point I'm in goal line, and then he comes out, and so he decides he's like, all right, he's gonna kick the field goal, and so I can respect it to a certain point. You know, he knows how Madden is. It's tough to get those 4th and 1s, and I was gonna sell out all the way for that 4th and 1, so he was gonna have to get that by some other means. But all right, so get the ball back, and I come out on 1st down thinking I can kind of creep that corner route in there a little bit, and it was not there. All right, so one thing I know is I'm like, okay, you're not going to take away the corner route and the middle of the field, and so I was able to catch him with a post right there, get myself into, at least a threat kind of position. And so right now I'm just like, I'm trying to set my stuff up, and watch how many times I have to sit there and give the running back the audible like 45 times in order to get him on the Texas route. But it gets me, a little bit closer. And at this point now, I'm okay. I don't have any timeouts left, and so right now I'm working against the clock, as well as the fact that I know I have to get into the end zone. A field goal will not solve the issue here. I'm looking right here. I'm just kind of just trying to come up with any route combination in my head right there. Did enough right there to get the 1st down. Fully prepared to come out and down the ball and clock it if I need to, but I decided to go back into the hurry up one time. And so at this point right now, I'm just trying to take an end zone shot. And so I see the break right there a little bit late. I think if I had threw that like a second earlier, that would have been a perfect pass to get into the end zone. So at this point now, we're basically, I think we have like 2 shots left at it. Gonna try that fold technique one time. What are we, second and I don't even know, we're at the 19. Step up in the pocket, man, and deliver an absolute dime to Randy. And I'm talking about, man, you really don't understand like everything that had to go into that throw, because that was not a bullet pass at all. I had to take a lot off of that throw to get it in there, believe it or not. I had to take a lot off of it, man. And so you got to understand, again, like I've talked about in past videos, in a lot of these cases, a lot of times it's really, you have to be heavy on the stick, lighter on the button. If you're heavy on the stick with your leads or your pocket presence or whatever, you can be lighter on the button. Man, that was the longest 1 second in the history of mankind. Like, he got tackled for like 1 second that lasted about 5 seconds. They dragged him and threw him down, and the 1 second stayed on the clock. All right, so at this point right now, I'm just like, all right, man, get back, because y'all have seen me lose a game like this before. I think I posted that video. And so right now, I'm just trying to get back. It's like, everybody get back, 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 get back. Get the interception, man, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just let's just get up out of there, man. Get down and yeah, let's collect the victory, man, because that was a hard-fought game. Opponent, I have no idea, but yeah, I mean, like I said, man, it's MUT, so, or Ultimate Team, excuse me. I try to be politically correct. A lot of clipboard throwing, but yeah, man. Like I said, you in certain parts of these games, you have to learn how to just stay basic. All that going down the field, all that stuff that I know how to do would do me no good. I would have gotten blown out in this game trying to throw deep every play and moss guys and all that stuff. No, at a certain point, you have to understand, you have to play for yards. Play for yards, not for big plays, not for touchdowns. If you play for yards, then the big plays, the touchdowns, all that other stuff will eventually just kind of fall into your lap. Anyway, man, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. It is your boy, Coach. I'm out.